Hey, how you doing there again, folks? Me again, of course, Brandon Wenzel. Come back at you. Another offering off my sampler platter. Yes, indeed, folks. Sampler V Series B's. I've been doing for a little while now. I go over there, try out food and drink items. I eat stuff, I drink stuff. Then, folks, I'm gonna talk about stuff. I'm gonna let you know all that you need to know about hopefully delicious stuff. That time I'm doing this, folks, I'm not gonna lie. I had no idea this existed. I just randomly found it a couple days ago. But we'll get to that. Folks, it's super simple format. I'm going to go over there. I'm going to try out food and or drink items for you. Excuse me again. Whilst I'm doing so, I'm yammering on about it for a bit. Whilst I'm doing all that, folks, I happen to be inside my truck. And whilst I happen to do that, folks, I'm wearing a super cool shirt. Folks, when I wear super cool shirts, I always like to highlight the super cool shirt. What super cool shirt am I wearing for today? Happens to be my I Bet shirt, which I just got about a week ago. If you're unfamiliar with the band I Bet, they are a local band out of the south side of Chicago. They describe themselves as being hoodcore, and basically what that means is, they've sort of rap metal elements to them. I really enjoy what they do. I think they're super fucking badass. They are definitely the type of band that makes me extremely happy that they're part of the local music scene. I tend to, I love where I live. It has its problems, to be fair. But man, and I Bet and, so many of the other local bands that I love are a huge reason why. I really like these guys. I got to see them perform a little over a week ago at the time I'm doing this. They were badass, man. I loved everything about their show. They were super nice guys after their set. I actually got some videos of their set, just in case maybe you want to check them out. They're on the channel as well, just in case maybe you want, If nothing else, I'd be more than happy to kind of point you in the right direction as far as their music goes, because I think they're a super good band. But anyway, what am I trying for you today, folks? What are we doing here? Like I said, I had no idea this existed, but apparently it does. It's boom! It's from Arizona. This is their green tea red apple energy drink. All right, it's also got a Fallout theme thing. That's a nice thing, I guess. I never got huge into the Fallout stuff, but it's one of those things I kind of lament not getting into a little bit, especially like the earlier games, because I've watched like some of the the history of some of the storylines and stuff. Seems really interesting, so maybe I'll get into it one day after I get through all of the other things I need to do. But yeah, man, I like some Arizona, and I don't know if this is a new flavor or if this is something where also apparently it's Amazon Prime. Oh, probably because of the Fallout thing. Anyway, let's get a thing for the thing. It looks like what can I do like this? Ha 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 ha! Let's give it a go. Like I said, I got nothing on the Fallout stuff other than a little bit of knowledge from watching YouTube videos. And one of my best friends, he's a big fan of the series. He tried to get me into it, but I was just kind of like, I don't know, I just wasn't that into it at the time. Oh, that's different than I was expecting. Okay. I don't know that I've ever had a carbonated Arizona drink before. They might have existed, but typically, you think teas, juices, stuff like that. But no, this has some carbonation to it. It's got a little bit of a fizziness. Oh. I actually really like this. I think I would have liked it regardless, because, I like Arizona green tea. I like their red apple stuff that they've done, although it's hard to come by. I think I might have even done a review of it at one point. Man, I've reviewed so much stuff. But then adding in the carbonation actually really makes it nicer for me. It does massively change the drinking experience and the flavor profile, though. For me, I like soft drinks that, have some oomph to it, a little bit of bite. I like juice and I like tea and stuff like that too, for a more smoother, more sort of chill drinking experience. But I'm a soda guy at heart, no two ways about it. So this ties into that, gives me a little bit of that oomph. And I actually really like it. Plus, the idea of having green tea in a carbonated capacity, I'm sure, again, it's existed, but that's unique for me. I don't know that I've experienced that before. I don't know that I haven't, but it's certainly not something that's coming to my mind. I actually really like that. And then it's got like sort of that hint of, fruity apple. It's not like a heavy apple flavor, but like it's in there. It's, it's really nice. Let's give another. Actually, let me just reverse what I just said. This is why I need to before I go into all the descriptive stuff. I should probably take a quick swig right beforehand. No, the apple is actually very, very prevalent. I think in my head, like that last sip that I got, I think I was thinking more about the lingering green tea kind of flavor. So yeah, no, it actually does have a nice apple flavor to it. And actually, I think it's got a little bit of like a mildly sour green apple kind of flavor. I think part of the reason why I'm liking this so much, that again, sort of lightly soured kind of green apple, it almost gives it like an apple cider kind of vibe to it. Gives it some extra oomph, a little extra tanginess. I like this a bunch. This is super good. How much caffeine do you have? 230 milligrams of caffeine per can. Well, with it being Arizona, I expected it would be on the lower end of things, even with it being like an energy drink. I was like, oh, maybe like 150, 180 or something. That's a lot of caffeine. It's a big can, to be fair, so, that's where that comes in. But no, I really like this. I like the tangy apple vibe. I like the sort of more chill kind of green tea aspect that comes in at the end. And then I like the carbonation aspect of it. Like, it's really nice. And I would say there's a little bit of an energy drink kind of flavor to it, a little bit. But it's definitely not, like, super prominent. I think they've done a good job of using the other flavors to kind of mitigate that to some extent. This is really good. Everything about that I like. But, two questions have to be asked. Would I get it again? Would I recommend it? Absolutely, and absolutely. Only problem is that I've only ever found it at one place. And, well, other problem, I don't even remember what that place was. Where was it? I only got it a couple days ago. I don't know, I'd have to probe my memory a little bit. But no, I think that's really cool. Like, Fallout stuff, whatever, Amazon Prime, I don't care about any of that nonsense. I just care about the drink itself. And, the fact that there's a carbonated green tea, apple cidery kind of deal, I really like that. It hits on a lot of things that I enjoy. So, that's just a tasty beverage. I would honestly put that up there with, like, my favorite Arizona things. So, that one's up there. And if I'm recommending it, I'm absolutely recommending it. It's really tasty. It's got a shit ton of caffeine, so it's damn well going to go over there and do the job. And actually, the nice thing is, in having it in the longer can, because people make this mistake all the time. And to be fair, I used to make it too when I was younger and, an idiot. People will go over there and down an energy drink, like they're just freaking shotgunning it, trying to get it in their head so that, they can get the energy and all this stuff. Here's a problem with that. Two problems. Number one, you're going to get a big burst, but it's not going to last that long. And then you're going to end up getting a crash. Here's what you do. Take it from me, somebody who, I've worked a lot of overnight jobs in my life. I've made a lot of trips during the nighttime, when I've been really sleepy. I've learned this. Sip it. Get a little bit in you. You don't need, typically, a big jolt. You just need enough to, keep you going, keep your, head kind of in the game a little bit. That's all you need. If you just shotgun the damn things, you're going to need, as soon as the one goes down, you're going to need another one. You can do an entire thing, a monster, over the course of like 2 hours and go over there and help kind of keep your mind, a little bit more focused if you just kind of pace it out. But anyway, no, I would definitely recommend this. I think it's super tasty and I think it's just a really cool product. So, and you also got a bunch of energy drink advice from your guy, Brandon Wenzel. 5 things before I get out of here. Have yourself a great rest of your day, spectacular rest of your week, monumental rest of your month, Spanish rest of your year. Folks, go over there themselves a truly Fallout-tastic rest of your life. Because that's the thing that people like. Even if I don't, personally engage with it all that much, I'm happy that other people like it. Final two things. Number one, try to bring some positivity into the world. It's not always possible. It is, however, always appreciated. But what you do if you can't do it all the time, I know I can't do it all the time. Here's what you're going to do, folks. You're going to try not to be an asshole. Folks, it's not always the easiest thing in the world to not be an asshole, trust me. I know it. I live it. I'm out there every day with you in it. Life can be stressful and frustrating and just bullshit sometimes, folks. And when we find ourselves in situations where we have to deal with said bullshit, it's important we go over there whenever possible. Take a step back. Try to mitigate the level of assholishness in our lives. Hopefully, do better for ourselves and for those around us. Very final thing, folks, do the thing. Whatever the thing is for you, that's what I want you to go out and do. Folks, if you're a fan of Fallout, here, hit me up in the comments section. Let me know what you like about it. What are your favorite aspects of it? Is it the story? Is it the gameplay? I'd be really interested to hear about it. Because, like I said, it's just my experience with it has been extremely minimal. The most I've ever done in Fallout was when my one friend was trying to get me into it. I created a character. He was named Bill Billingsley. His stats were completely strength-based. Like, I literally, and mind you, I did not take this character seriously at all. And basically, his entire goal in the game of Fallout was to beat things to death with a bat. That's all he did. That's all I had him do, ever. And I just decided I was going to kill this one entire town with a bat. And I almost succeeded until the security droid showed up. And I almost killed it. But eventually, after 4 or 5 attempts, I was like, all right, I think I'm done. But let me know.